Welcome back. In this lesson, we'll dive into the different types of communication channels. Here's an overview of the topics for this lesson. Introduction to communication networks in viticulture. Concept and usefulness of a communication network in viticulture. A communication network is the organized set of devices, systems, protocols, and people that enable the transmission of information within a wine-producing operation. Main functions: coordinate field teams efficiently, receive real-time information from sensors, climate, soil, pest, manage data through digital platforms to plan operations, enable traceability of vineyard activities, irrigation, treatments, harvesting. A well-structured communication network is essential to increase vineyard productivity, improve grape quality, increase resilience to adverse conditions. In modern viticulture, communication is not only the transmission of orders, but also the flow of strategic data to optimize the yield and sustainability of the vineyard. The strategic role of communication in viticulture. Wine production depends on numerous interrelated operations: plant management, irrigation, phytosanitary protection, grape harvest logistics, etc. Effective communication ensures that every action is coordinated with the rest of the production system. Specific importance: resource optimization, avoid unnecessary use of inputs and labor. Error prevention, facilitates the communication of accurate and timely instructions. Rapid adaptation, it can respond to weather changes, the appearance of pests, or specific needs. Traceability and quality, it favors the registration of all agricultural activities essential for quality and export certifications. In viticulture, communicating is not just about informing, it is about synchronizing decisions, actions, and technologies to achieve the vineyard's maximum potential. Modalities of communication networks applied to vineyards. In vineyard management, we can identify three main types of communication networks. Physical networks, based on human contact, field meetings, information boards, verbal transmissions. Essential in small vineyards or for tasks requiring direct supervision. Digital networks, use technology such as mobile phones, two-way radios, mobile applications, emails, sensors, and farm management platforms. They are essential on medium to large farms, where speed and recording of information is critical. Hybrid networks, they integrate physical and digital means to adapt to different operational situations. For example, daily face-to-face meetings combined with automatic alerts sent by weather sensors. Adapting the type of communication network to the specific structure and needs of each vineyard is key to maximizing efficiency and reducing production errors. Components of a basic communication infrastructure in viticulture. The basic communication infrastructure in a vineyard includes the essential resources to maintain constant contact between field staff and technical managers. Main elements: mobiles and mobile phones facilitate quick calls and messages. Dependent on the coverage available on the farm, walkie-talkies or two-way radios, indispensable in areas with little or no mobile coverage. Useful for coordinating harvesting activities, treatments, and emergency tasks. Low-speed internet, installed in office or warehouse areas, it allows the consultation of weather reports, updating of tasks, and connection to management platforms. A well-designed basic infrastructure allows operational communication to be maintained at all times, which is essential for the efficiency and safety of the daily work in the vineyard. Technological advances in communication for precision viticulture. Advanced infrastructure makes it possible to transform the vineyard into a smart, connected system. Main elements: low-power, long-range private networks, LPWAN LoRa, facilitate communication of humidity, temperature, water stress, and pest sensors in remote areas. Agricultural 5G increases data transmission speed and reduces latency, enabling near real-time management. Internet of Things, IoT. Sensors installed in the vineyard continuously collect data on weather conditions, soil moisture, plant condition, etc. Farm Management Systems, FMS. Centralize all information to facilitate planning, analysis, and decision-making. An advanced infrastructure makes it possible to anticipate risks, optimize inputs, and improve final product quality while better adapting to the challenges of climate change and the market. Examples of communication channels in vineyards. Role of walkie-talkies and radios in vineyard management. Despite technological advances, walkie-talkies and two-way radios are still indispensable tools in modern viticulture, especially in rural areas. Main advantages? Immediate communication, no need for mobile infrastructure or internet. Resistance, equipment designed to withstand dust, humidity, and shock. Wide coverage, especially useful in large farms or mountainous areas. Frequent applications. Organization of night harvesting teams. Coordination of phytosanitary treatments. Supervision of repairs or work on agricultural infrastructure. Its use complements other digital tools, ensuring that there is always a functioning communication channel in the vineyard. Mobile applications as a key tool in modern viticulture. The use of smartphones and specific applications transforms vineyard management, allowing planning and assigning tasks, digital recording of tasks such as pruning, treatments, irrigation, and harvesting. Communicate incidents, irrigation failures, pests detected, weather alerts. Traceability, recording of all activities to meet quality requirements and certifications. Resource optimization, data analysis to improve work efficiency. Main applications for viticulture. Agroptima, integrated management of agricultural plots and operations. Field margin, mapping of the vineyard and communication of incidents in real time. 13. Phytosanitary alerts and treatment management. The adoption of mobile applications boosts the professionalization and digitization of the vineyard, increasing its competitiveness and sustainability. What are farm management systems, FMS, and their usefulness in viticulture? Farm management systems are digital platforms for recording, analyzing, and planning all operations related to wine production. Main functionalities? Centralization of information, data on soil, climate, phenology, treatments, and harvests in a single system. Full traceability, detailed recording of farming practices for audits, quality certification or export. Resource optimization, improved planning of irrigation, fertilization, and farm work. Analysis of historical data, yield prediction and evaluation of management strategies. Examples in viticulture. VinTrace, integral management of vineyards and wineries, process control from the vineyard to the bottle. AgWorld, collaborative planning between producers, advisors, and technicians. Trimble, ag software, integration of yield mapping, soil analysis, and crop management. The use of FMS boosts efficiency, reduces costs, and improves the quality of wine production in an increasingly competitive and sustainability-oriented environment. The role of sensors and early warning systems in precision viticulture. Sensors and early warning systems allow wine growers to act preventively, anticipating situations that could affect the quality and quantity of the harvest. Main applications: soil moisture, sensors that measure the water content available to plants, optimizing irrigation. Climate variables, weather stations that monitor temperature, humidity, rainfall, and wind. Crop condition, plant vigor sensors and DVI, or water stress detection using satellite images or drones. Pest and disease alerts, detection of favorable conditions for infections, such as mildew or powdery mildew, and automatic generation of alerts. Key benefits: greater efficiency in the use of resources, water, fertilizers, phytosanitary products. Reduction of losses and improvement of grape quality. Increasing the resilience of the vineyard to extreme events. Integrating sensors into the vineyard communication strategy is essential for the transition to a more accurate, sustainable, and profitable viticulture. Social networking, strategic tools for viticulture. What do we understand by social networks and their relevance in viticulture? Social networks are digital environments where users, companies, and organizations can communicate, share content, and build relationships through various online platforms. Main features: interactivity. They allow two-way dialogue between producers and consumers. Multi-format, text, images, videos, polls, live events. Global reach, overcome geographical barriers, reaching local and international audiences. Importance in viticulture. product promotion, dissemination of harvests, presentations of new vintages, events. Consumer education, explanation of sustainable practices, grape varieties, winemaking processes. Loyalty and branding, creating emotional links between the producer and the end consumer. Social media, when used well, are a powerful tool for improving the visibility, reputation, and competitiveness of wine-growing enterprises. Main types of social platforms applicable to viticulture. In the context of viticulture, it is important to be aware of and take advantage of the different types of social networks. 1. General social networking. 1. Facebook, ideal for building a community around the brand, organizing events, and sharing news from the vineyard. 2. Instagram, powerful visual tool to show images of the estate, the production process, and life in the vineyard. 2. Professional networks. 1. LinkedIn, platform for establishing business relationships, finding strategic partners, and promoting B2B services in the wine sector. 3. Audiovisual content platforms. 1. YouTube, publication of educational videos, virtual tours of the winery, or presentations of new vintages. 2. TikTok, creation of short, dynamic, and viral content to capture younger audiences interested in the world of wine. The strategic combination of different types of social media allows you to maximize visibility, commercial reach, and emotional connection with diverse audiences. How to use Facebook for vineyard communication and promotion. Facebook is an essential tool for vineyards looking to strengthen their online presence and build a loyal community of followers. Main strategies: creation of a company page, where to share the history of the vineyard, the production philosophy, images of the vineyard, and relevant updates. Publication of content, photographs of the evolution of the harvest, videos of agricultural work, invitations to events, launches of new vintages. Event management, organization of tastings, open days, or wine presentations directly from the platform. Interaction with the audience, respond to comments, thank them for their opinions, generate surveys or competitions to encourage participation. Benefits: increase the visibility of the wine brand, create emotional bonds with customers, facilitate the direct promotion of wine tourism products and experiences. Consistent and strategic use of Facebook can transform the way a vineyard communicates its identity and connects with its consumers. How to use Instagram to boost communication and marketing in vineyards. Instagram is a visual social network that allows vineyards to show their identity, values, and production process in an attractive and approachable way. Main strategies: publication of high-quality photos, showing the cycle of the vineyard, the grape harvest, the daily life of the workers, the winery, and details of the natural environment. Stories, share spontaneous moments, quick promotions, behind the scenes, and generate immediate interaction. Videos and reels create dynamic content explaining sustainable agricultural practices, wine presentations, or wine tourism experiences. Use of relevant hashtags, broaden outreach to consumers interested in wine, sustainable agriculture, rural tourism, etc. Benefits: increase brand recognition. Create a community of loyal and committed followers. Improve engagement and sales through emotional and visual communication. Instagram is the perfect window to convey the essence of the vineyard and connect authentically with a global audience. How to use LinkedIn to boost professional communication in the vineyard. LinkedIn is the leading professional social network and offers multiple opportunities for vineyards seeking to strengthen their B2B business-to-business presence. Main strategies: creation of a company page, present the history of the vineyard, production values, certifications obtained, and relevant news. Publication of technical and commercial content, sharing articles on sustainable agricultural practices, technological innovation, export strategies, or water management in vineyards. Professional networking, connect with other producers, distributors, consultants, research centers, and agricultural innovation platforms. Promotion of professional events, technical conferences, wine fairs, viticulture congresses. Benefits: improving the professional visibility of the vineyard in the sector. Increased business opportunities and international cooperation. Positioning as a benchmark in good winemaking practices. LinkedIn is a strategic channel for consolidating the technical and commercial reputation of the vineyard beyond the end consumer. How to use YouTube and TikTok to enhance vineyard communication. Video platforms such as YouTube and TikTok offer great opportunities for vineyards looking to innovate their communication strategy and connect with new audiences. YouTube. Creation of educational content, explanations on sustainable viticulture, vineyard management, winemaking processes. Publication of promotional videos, presentation of vintages, wine tourism events, interviews with producers. Storytelling, telling the story of the vineyard and conveying brand values in an emotive and visual way. TikTok. Production of short and dynamic videos, showing moments in the field, harvests, anecdotes from the vineyard. Use of trends and popular music to increase visibility. Humanize the brand by bringing the day-to-day life of the vineyard closer to the audience in a spontaneous and authentic way. Benefits. Increased organic outreach at national and international levels, strengthening the emotional bond with consumers. Modernization of the brand image to adapt to new generations. The combination of YouTube and TikTok allows the vineyard to diversify its communication, increase its impact, and strengthen its digital presence. The strategic relevance of social media for vineyard growth. The effective use of social media has become an indispensable tool for the competitiveness of modern vineyards. Main reasons. Increased visibility. Networks allow the brand, the processes, and the quality of the wines to be shown to a global audience without the need for large advertising investments. Direct interaction. They favor a two-way communication between the producer and the consumer, generating trust and loyalty. Brand positioning. They help to build a solid image based on the values of the vineyard, sustainability, tradition, innovation. Access to new markets. They facilitate internationalization, reaching consumers and distributors in other regions or countries. Measuring results. They provide concrete data on the impact of campaigns and audience response. Social media is not just for selling wine. It is a channel for telling stories, educating consumers, and building lasting relationships that guarantee the future of the wine business. Digital innovation hubs applied to agriculture. The role of digital innovation hubs in the digital transformation of viticulture. Digital Innovation Hubs, DI8s, are support centers that help farms, including wine farms, to integrate new technologies into their production processes. Main functions: technological advice, assessment of needs and proposal of solutions adapted to the vineyard, sensors, management platforms, AI. Training and capacity building, courses and workshops on digital tools, precision agriculture, and sustainability. Testing and experimentation, access to infrastructures to test new technologies before their commercial implementation. Connection with innovation networks, facilitating contact between producers, technology companies, research centers, and universities. Access to finance, assistance in the preparation of European or national projects to modernize farms. Impact on viticulture, accelerating the digitization of vineyards. Improving competitiveness and sustainability. Preparing the sector to face challenges such as climate change or the demand for certified quality. DI8s are strategic pillars for innovative, profitable, and sustainable viticulture in the long term. Reference cases of digital innovation hubs in the European agri-food sector. Several projects and centers in Europe have demonstrated the importance of IHLs for modernizing agriculture. Smart Agri-Hubs Europe, a large EU-funded project connecting more than 400 organizations across Europe, combining competence centers, technology companies, and farmers to accelerate digitalization in the agri-food sector. DIH Andalusia Agritech, Spain. Center working to incorporate digital solutions, sensors, IoT, big data, smart platforms in Andalusian farms. It offers training, consultancy, and support for innovation projects in precision agriculture. AgriFood TEF, Testing and Experimentation Facility Europe, platform that provides infrastructures and services for testing artificial intelligence technologies applied to the agri-food sector, including drones, agricultural robots, and predictive analytics. These examples show how DI8s act as catalysts for change, helping farmers and wine growers adapt to the challenges of the present and the future by adopting innovative digital technologies. Smart Precision Agriculture Hubs, SPA Hubs. Smart Precision Agriculture Hub concept and its impact on modern viticulture. A Smart Precision Agriculture Hub, SPA Hub, is a reference center for the development, application, and dissemination of advanced technologies in the agricultural field, with a special focus on precision agriculture. Main features: concentration of technologies. It brings together soil and climate sensors, data analysis platforms, artificial intelligence solutions, drones, automated machinery, among other tools. Support services. Offers training, technical advice, testing of new technologies, and assistance in the implementation of solutions adapted to the specific characteristics of each crop. Collaboration space facilitates interaction between producers, agricultural technicians, researchers, and technology companies. Impact on viticulture. Optimization of the use of water, fertilizers, and phytosanitary products through accurate data. Improved planning of harvests, treatments, and vineyard management. Reducing production costs and improving environmental sustainability. The SPA hubs are strategic tools to guarantee the future competitiveness of the wine sector in a context of climate change and growing demand for quality products and responsible production. What services does a Smart Precision Agriculture Hub offer and its value in viticulture? A SPA hub provides farmers and wine growers with a wide range of services to facilitate the transition to more accurate, sustainable, and efficient production. Main services: technological diagnosis, analysis of the current situation of the farm, and detection of areas where technology can bring improvements, irrigation, fertilization, plant health. Testing and validation. Evaluation of new technologies such as humidity sensors, smart weather stations, crop monitoring systems, big data platforms, or remote sensing drones. Training and capacity building. Learning programs on the use of digital technologies, interpretation of agronomic data, precision farming techniques, and management based on real-time information. Strategic advice. Personalized plans to integrate technologies in vineyard management, optimizing inputs, and improving profitability. Networking and access to projects, connection with innovation networks, funding projects, and technological cooperation. In the wine context, SPA hubs allow for more precise and sustainable vineyard management, increasing the quality of production, reducing costs, and preparing farms for the challenges of the future. Strategic advantages of Smart Precision Agriculture Hubs for the wine sector. The incorporation of SPA hubs offers vineyards a number of essential competitive advantages in the current context. 1. Improved agronomic efficiency. Accurate use of water, fertilizers, and plant protection products based on real data. Reducing waste and minimizing environmental impact. 2. Increased production quality. Constant monitoring of vineyard conditions. Anticipation of risk of pests, diseases, or water stress. 3. Reduction of production costs, optimization of human and material resources, reduced reliance on reactive treatments through data-driven prevention. 4. Adaptability and resilience, increased capacity to adjust management practices in the face of extreme weather events or market changes. 5. Access to new markets and certifications. It facilitates compliance with internationally required sustainability and quality standards. 6. Continuous innovation. Permanent updating of knowledge and tools, promoting the constant improvement of the operation. In short, the SPA hubs represent a strategic investment towards a smarter, more efficient, and future-oriented viticulture. Innovation and viticulture clusters. What are innovation clusters and their relevance for viticulture? An innovation cluster is a geographical or sectoral grouping of companies, research institutions, universities, technology centers, and public bodies that collaborate to promote innovation, technological development, and competitiveness. Main features: strategic cooperation. Cluster members share resources, knowledge, and experience to drive innovation in areas of common interest. Technology transfer. The arrival of new technologies to the productive sector is facilitated, improving efficiency and sustainability. Generation of collaborative projects, development of joint R&D and I projects adapted to the real needs of producers. Access to finance, increased capacity to attract European or national funds for innovation. Impact on viticulture, introduction of new agronomic practices and advanced technologies. Increasing the competitiveness of the associated vineyards. Positioning of the wine sector in high-value-added markets. Participating in a cluster allows vineyards to be at the forefront of technology, collaborate on innovative projects, and strengthen their sustainability and differentiation strategy. Who are the enablers of innovation in viticulture and its impact? The transformation of the wine sector towards more sustainable, efficient, and technological models depends to a large extent on innovation enablers who act as catalysts for change. Key enablers: sectoral clusters, organizations that promote collaboration between vineyards, wineries, technology centers, and public administrations to develop innovation and competitive improvement projects. Research centers and universities, institutions leading applied research in viticulture, from the development of new disease-resistant varieties to advanced data-driven vineyard management techniques. Digital innovation hubs, DIHs, centers that connect producers with emerging technologies such as IoT, big data, artificial intelligence, agricultural blockchain, etc. Knowledge transfer platforms, digital or physical spaces where good practices, research results, and success stories in agricultural innovation are shared. Importance in viticulture: they facilitate access to technologies that improve productivity and sustainability. They promote continuous training for producers. They foster international cooperation and competitiveness in global markets. Active participation in these innovation ecosystems allows wine growers to anticipate the challenges of the sector and build vineyards that are more resilient, profitable, and adapted to the demands of the 21st century. Successful examples of clusters in viticulture include Catalonia, Spain. Innovi has a total of 75 members with a grouped turnover for 1.500 million euros and 12.500 workers. 50% of it belongs to industrial and service providers and 25% to universities and technology centers. Bordeaux, France. Novin is the only French cluster specialized in wine innovation. Its 180 members, 85% enterprises, 80% auxiliary of the wine industry, 90% SMEs, represent nearly 8,000 jobs and €4 billion of turnover. Portugal, UE. Advid, the managing entity of the Portuguese Vine and Wine Cluster, brings together 175 wine companies and works in partnership with 75 academic, public, and business entities. These clusters demonstrate how collaboration enhances the growth of the sector. Summary and references. Final summary: key principles of the module. Throughout this module, we have learned that communication is a strategic pillar in modern vineyard management, allowing to coordinate operations, improve efficiency, and increase the quality of production. Social media represents a unique opportunity for vineyards, not only to promote products, but also to build brand, educate consumers, and generate community. Digital innovation hubs act as catalysts for the adoption of new technologies, making digitalization accessible to agricultural producers. Innovation clusters facilitate the joint development of innovative solutions, improving the competitiveness of the wine sector in a globalized and changing environment. Main conclusion: the future of viticulture lies in integrating efficient communication, taking advantage of digital platforms, and actively collaborating in innovation networks. These elements will not only increase profitability, but also ensure the sustainability and resilience of the vineyard to the challenges of the 21st century. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Thanks for tuning in.